Hey, how y'all doing, everybody? This is another podcast with Aris P. Like and subscribe. I'm going to talk about the Philadelphia 76ers New York Knicks game, which started off amazingly for Korkmaz, the Turk. It seemed like the Knicks couldn't find ways of defending. They had a lot of turnovers, missed shots. It was a disaster. I never expected that. Mitchell Robinson is back. Tibbs put him in a little bit before the end of the first quarter. He's going to help the Knicks a lot, defensively and even offensively. And he actually did start contributing already in the second quarter, keeping the Knicks in the game. Derrick Rose and Elfrid Payton didn't play, and of course that's costly. They're two very important guards for the Knicks, two veterans. Ntilikina, on the other hand, is just not good enough to play for the Knicks. I think he's perfect for the EuroLeague. He's a good defender, but it's simply not enough for the NBA. R.J. Barrett loves barging into the opposition's paint, which is useful. The Sixers focused on their defense, especially in Julius Randle's case. For example, Ben Simmons is a gifted defender. He can guard opponents of almost any position. Emmanuel Quickley's sharp shooting is an asset for the team. He knocked down 2 threes in a row in the end of the second quarter that led the Knicks to a 13-0 run. And actually, the Knicks achieved that by taking control of the tempo. They actually slowed down the game. Danny Green is an amazing player. Great defense and even offense when needed. No wonder he's a 3-time NBA champion with the Spurs, the Raptors, and the Lakers last year. The third quarter started off with some great chemistry between IQ and Julius. It was a tight quarter with a lot of missed shots and a low score. It ended tied 64-64. The Sixers started off better in the crucial fourth quarter, but generally I'd say that it was an ugly performance for both teams in offense. Too many turnovers from both teams. But regardless, it was an exciting game. RJ scored some lovely layups, but you just don't shoot a three-pointer on the fast break. You merely take it to the rim. You know what I'm saying? I find it foolish, shooting a three-pointer on a fast break. It actually reminds me of the Chinese national team several years ago. They used to shoot three-pointers all the time, regardless of the situation. And that's not smart at all. That's not wise. Danny Green's buckets in the end of the game prove that experience is very, very important, and the Knicks' lack of it. Randle scored amazing three-pointers in the end of the game, and that took us to overtime. It took us to OT, 88-88. Burks, and again Green, of course, stepped up for both teams respectively at overtime, and it was amazing. It was like Burks versus Green, not the Knicks versus the Sixers. My man, Reggie Bullock, he knocked down some amazing three-pointers, especially an important one in overtime. But of course, then Harris answered the same way. Randle missed the last shot. I think he was unlucky because it was a smart move, a good play. He usually scores those buckets, but unfortunately for us, he didn't this time. To sum up, I'd say that this 101-100 loss has inexperience written all over it. That's the key word, inexperience. The Knicks lack of experience, and they need experienced players in order to progress and to become a championship contender. So anyway, that's a wrap for now. You guys feel free to comment in order for us to exchange views. Take care, everybody. Peace out.